I had someone say a comment on one of my videos saying I should watch Nick Fuentes, and I have watched Nick Fuentes. He pops up on my X2 all the time. His videos, his snippets, or whatever, his tweets, even his responses. I don't even follow the guy, but I understand why people in this so-called truth community would fall down a Nick Fuentes, a Jake Shields rabbit hole, a Myron Gaines rabbit hole, or whoever. I totally understand it, but you have to understand is that when they start talking about specific groups of people like the JQ, when they're very hyper masculine, like this guy, the stuff he says in regards to dating and women and all that stuff, I mean, it's very extreme. And it's not that Nick Fuentes is wrong with what he's saying. He might be right. It might seem like, oh, he's predicting the future. I mean, there's been plenty of people, including myself, because I've been making videos, I'm sure, longer than Nick Fuentes. I've been making videos since 2019, talking about plenty of the stuff he's been saying. It's just that for some reason, these mainstream truthers are so behind on what people like me who've never been known and plenty of others who are much older than me have been saying for much longer than me even. And all of a sudden, this guy is getting credited for it. I mean, this just goes to show people's lack of research, people's gullibility. You know, they throw people like Nick Fuentes or Jake Shields in your way, people who see through politics and the BS behind Trump and Biden and or Kamala Harris or whoever they place, right? And you fall down some sort of JQ rabbit hole, some sort of agent of chaos, no different than what I was saying about the Whatever podcast, the Fresh and Fit podcast with Myron Gaines. And again, I understand why people would like this guy because he's saying things that are true, right? He's saying things that are coming to pass, that have come to pass. But meanwhile, this guy is pointing you or telling you it's a certain group of people that are controlling everything, right? Not only that, but he plays the hyper masculine Christian. Hitler was a good guy. All these sorts of things that are misleading, and I know it's refreshing to hear those things because of how crazy and how the pendulum has swung so far left over the past 8 years. I totally get it, but we have to go deeper than the surface level of things, which is it's just this particular group of people. It's politics. It's feminism or whatever this and that. And the Islam thing, what I really wanted to say, I didn't mean to go on a tangent there, but what I really wanted to say is the guy Sneeko, also another guy who plays into the whole red pill, pro-Islam, anti-Israel type deal, whatever. He's got this whole thing about boxing, right? I don't know if is he gonna fight someone or what. And these micro influencers, like all these guys that I've been talking about, like Nick Fuentes, Jake Shields, whatever podcast Myron Gaines, these guys gain traction because of how logical and how it appears about how ballsy they are and how right it is they appear they are. Even though they're saying again, they're not going very deep into what they talk about. They're not pointing their audience in the right direction. They're taking advantage. They're no different, honestly, than OnlyFans girls. These OnlyFans girls, right, that they all talk about, by the way, who might be millionaires or might make six figures a year on OnlyFans, right? And they complain about all that, but they're no different because they freeload off you, or they take advantage off you, I should say, for you being so miserable with your life that you want to give your money to them because you want to outsource your voice through them because you don't want to say your opinion because you don't want to face repercussions. So you want to hear what you want to say through someone like Nick Fuentes. Therefore, you donate to him. You donate for him to say the stuff that you are afraid to say, right? They're no different than OnlyFans people. They're taking advantage of your misery. They're taking advantage of your desperation. You see, all of these people that you see on here, on that are these micro influencers. Even when I say micro influencer, I'm talking about someone that has like 100,000 to 1 million followers, something like that. And then you get to the Andrew Tate level with someone who with like 10 million followers. But anyway, I hope I'm making sense here with what I'm saying.